My wife cheated. Her lover's wife invited me to a party. I turned it into cold revenge. I was standing at my kitchen sink when I received the message that unstitched the last seam of my marriage. A simple text. I think we should talk. Are you free tonight? Marianne. Marianne. Ethan's wife. Ethan, my wife's colleague. The one she swore was like a brother. Funny how brothers don't send heart emojis at 1 a.m. or stay late finishing a project every Thursday. For a moment, my pulse stopped. I didn't reply. I just stared at the message glowing like a match in a dark room. A slow burning fuse. Then another message arrived. It's a small party, just close friends. You should come. A party? Invited by the wife of the man who was sleeping with my wife? Most people would feel humiliation, anger, confusion. I felt nothing, just the quiet, hollow roar inside my chest, like the silence before a storm finally breaks. I typed one word, sure, and that was the moment, right there, when my revenge started forming like frost across glass, cold, slow, inevitable. Cheating never begins with a kiss. It begins with small things. A smile held too long. A phone flipped screen down. A late meeting that doesn't match the calendar invite. For months, I had been collecting these pieces quietly, storing them in the corners of my mind like evidence in a crime lab. My wife, Olivia, had changed. She spoke softer around Ethan, laughed harder at his jokes, forgot her wedding ring twice in 1 week. And when I'd ask, in a calm voice, everything okay? She'd smile the way liars do, warm on the surface, trembling underneath. Just work stress. Work? Right. One night she came home smelling like a hotel lobby, cheap perfume layered over guilt. I didn't confront her. I never yelled, never begged, never accused. Instead, I watched. People reveal everything if you stay silent long enough. I observed the way she protected her phone like a fragile secret, how she stepped outside to take calls at odd hours, how she suddenly wore red lipstick again after 2 years of neglect. But the real fracture happened when she came home at 2:46 a.m., hair messy, blouse buttoned wrong. She said it was traffic. Traffic doesn't leave lipstick smudges shaped like admissions. Still, I waited, because people always slip, and Ethan slipped first, by having a wife who was smarter than both of them combined. The next morning, while Olivia showered, I sat at the dining table sipping black coffee, scrolling through the new message from Marianne. Her words were polite, too polite. One sentence stood out. I think we're both dealing with the same problem. So she knew. I took a slow breath as something inside me clicked into place like a lock turning. I began my quiet investigation, not for proof, but for strategy. Phone records, hotel charges, calendar inconsistencies, receipts she forgot to hide, and then photographs. Not explicit, not intimate, but damning. Olivia and Ethan entering the same boutique hotel, leaving separately, but with the same tired glow of shame on their faces. I saved everything. Not to confront her, not yet. Revenge is timing. Meanwhile, I pretended nothing was wrong. I made her breakfast, kissed her cheek, asked about her day with the soft patience of a man who didn't know he was being replaced. Inside, though, my mind was sharpening into something dangerous. Every secret they shared was becoming a weapon I would eventually use. Friday evening at 6:12 p.m., an envelope slid through our mail slot. The results of the tracking request I filed, legally, phone location logs tied to our shared account. I opened it slowly, like peeling back skin. Dates, times, coordinates. Every lie mapped out with clinical precision. Her work dinners, her yoga classes, her late-night office emergencies. All of them led to Ethan. All of them documented. All of them time-stamped. When Olivia walked into the kitchen that night humming softly, I placed the report on the table, right between us, like a corpse. She froze. Her humming died mid-note. Her eyes flicked from the papers to my face, searching for anger. There was none, just cold awareness. "What's this?" she whispered. I didn't answer. I didn't have to. She flipped through the pages, her breath caught, her skin drained of color. She tried. Speaking, then failed. Her lips trembled like a child caught stealing. Finally, she forced out, "It's not what you think." I almost laughed. Almost. Instead, I walked past her without a sound. Silence is sharper than any insult, and she felt every cut of it. The night of the party arrived. Faint music, soft lighting, laughter spilling into the backyard like warm poison. Marianne greeted me at the door with a calm smile, but her eyes were storms. "Thank you for coming," she said. "I needed to," I replied. We didn't need to exchange details. Pain recognizes pain. Inside the living room stood Olivia and Ethan, together, close, unaware I had arrived. Their laughter died the moment they saw me. Ethan stepped back. Olivia's face cracked open with panic. Marianne clinked her glass. "Everyone," she announced, "I'd like to share something tonight." She held up her phone, mirrored it to the big screen. A slideshow began. Not family photos, not memories. Evidence. Hotel timestamps, messages, locations, photos, everything I had collected. Everything Marianne had collected, displayed publicly. But the real knife was the final slide. A picture of Ethan and Olivia entering a hotel at 11:58 p.m. Timestamp, the night of our anniversary. The crowd gasped. Ethan staggered. Olivia whispered my name like a prayer said too late to matter. I said nothing. I simply walked out of the house. My silence was the final blow. Behind me, I heard Ethan shouting, Marianne crying, Olivia calling my name desperately. I didn't turn back. Cold revenge doesn't require noise, just truth. And the truth had detonated perfectly. I moved into a new apartment 2 days later. No furniture, just a mattress on the floor and a chair by the window. Silence felt different now, clean, not suffocating. Olivia tried calling, texting, begging. I didn't block her, I simply didn't reply. The absence of response is more painful than anger, more final than goodbye. One afternoon, Marianne sent me a final message. "Thank you, I needed the truth." I stared at it for a long time. We were both free now, not because we fought for our marriages, but because we exposed the rot that was killing them. In the end, I learned something simple. Some endings don't need fire, don't need shouting, don't need revenge dripping in rage. Sometimes, the coldest revenge is simply leaving them with the truth and walking away untouched. My last thought before deleting Olivia's contact forever: she betrayed me loudly. I ended it quietly. And quiet hits harder. They destroyed everything we had. I destroyed their illusion. Now I owe them nothing, not even hatred.
How could you do this?